Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for joining me in this one. This is going to be a video about the recent news of the market. I just want to remind you of a few things as we approach this environment that is very unpredictable and very volatile as well. If you invest in the stock market, you know that the stock market has been very unfriendly lately. It's been red days upon red days. Now, before we get into all of this, okay, I want you to think about something. You have to remember that the stock market crash is a decline of more than 20% from the recent highs, okay? So if it declines more than 20%, that is considered a crash. If it declines more than 10%, then it's considered a correction. Let's keep that in mind. In the last 5 years, the S&P 500 has risen about 98.53%, we'll say about 2,000 points in the last 5 years. Now, I'm going to remind you of just this 5 years because I believe that is what we would generally remember as investors. We always remember the recent histories and recent events. And the first one I would like to remind you of is December 2018 into 2019. That was when the previous president was, working with China, and they had this trade war going on, which caused the market to decline. The market at a peak at the time was about 2,913 points. This was September 28, 2018. The market took a plunge from there, and every day was almost a red day. I'm just trying to remind you of these days, okay? Every day was almost a red day because, as you can see, the market kept falling, and it fell all the way to the bottom here on December 21st, 2018, declined by almost I would say about 700 points. And January came in, and then we started seeing a rise again, and then the market, performed pretty well with little dips here and there, but nothing major. Now, obviously, the next major decline was last year, March 2020. And as we can see here, the market was at 3,337 points, and it took a plunge all the way down to the bottom here, 2,300 points, about 1,000 points decline, more than that actually. That was what the market did. But what happened? We had this rally, and eventually, with little corrections here and there, with little dips, not corrections by the way, little declines in the market here and there, nothing close to a correction. And we held on to the market up until the most recent environment that we are seeing. I'm going to go back to let's do 6 months so that we can see it better. In the last 6 months, the market has continually, risen, but we started to consolidate all the way from April and all through the May, and now we're seeing this decline now. And of course, the market fell since about May 7th. It's been falling, and now we have lost about 700 points. Now, why am I sharing all this with you? The reason why I'm sharing this with you is if you could remember what you told yourself last year when the market took about 1,000 points decline, what did you tell yourself? I remember most people that I spoke to at the time would say, well, I wish I bought more stocks. I wish I bought more shares. I wish I bought more of this company. I wish I bought more of that company. That's all we would all say because they would say hindsight is what 2020. Looking back, life is always or could have been better, or you could have made better decisions and things of that nature. But right now, the market is doing the same thing again. Not even close to that. Not even close to what we experienced last year. The market is doing the same thing now. And what are you telling yourself? Most people are panicking. Most people are panic selling, which is why the market is declining. Most people are not investing even when they have the money. Most people might tell you that, oh, you should hold on and not invest. Here is the thing. These are opportunities that you will probably look back at and say you wish you bought more shares. Obviously, it's very important that you have some money saved up aside for emergencies. It's very important that you have some, cash that will cover your daily needs and expenses. But when it comes to opportunity in the stock market, you have to be bullish when everybody's bearish, and you have to be bearish when everybody's bullish. Sometimes you have to do opposite of what the market is doing. Right now, the market is saying sell, sell, sell. But what you should be looking for is the opportunity to buy. There's so many companies that are on a discount right now. If you have the money to invest in the market, go ahead and do it. And don't be worried about what the market will do tomorrow. You are not looking out to invest today and cash out tomorrow. You are looking out to invest today and next 2 years from now, next 5 years from now, be making that money. Okay, so it is very important that you keep that perspective and not worry about what the market is doing. And as long as you have the money to invest, you should go ahead and do it now. There is no market crash right at this point. The market will correct itself every time, and when that happens, things goes back to normal. Everybody goes back to the routine, and the market picks up again. The inflation may rise. These Feds may come in and slow down the inflation rate and things of this nature by increasing interest rates, but that shouldn't be your major concern, because at the end of the day, the stock market is always one of the best investments out there. You cannot make money from your savings account. You cannot make money from bonds as much as you would make in the stock market. Cryptocurrency is one of the newest things in the market right now that everybody's getting into, which is fine, but you have to also remember that those do not really hold any value right now. Most of them are pretty much hyped up, and in my opinion, Bitcoin is leading right now, but we don't know what's going to happen to this in the next 5 years. Tesla just stopped receiving Bitcoin as a form of transaction or as a form of payment for Tesla cars, So the point is, we still don't know where this thing is going. There's nothing wrong in investing some money into this type of, investment, if you want to call them that way. They are considered cash alternatives, okay? Because they don't pay you dividends. They generally don't have any value. It's not like a company that you can value and say, okay, this company is valued at $1 trillion or something of that nature. These are just, cryptocurrencies. That's just what it is. It's a type of currency. It's a cash alternative, and I don't want you to think this is now a new investment for you. Of course, you can make short-term gains if you want, and you're willing to hold on when the market is falling, because that is also very volatile and very risky, but that is really up to you. At the end of the day, we are looking to invest long-term, and I always preach that every time. I hope that you found value in this video, and I hope that you won't be panic selling, and I hope that you will hold on to buy good investments during this time, because the opportunity is there right now. I'll see you in my next video.